Hi Aquarius, it's Athena. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Oh my God, right? All right, so we are finally saying goodbye to 2019. We're walking into this new, beautiful new decade of 2020, whereby whatever decisions that we make in our lives are going to impact us for the next at least 10 to 20 years. About. Okay, so all the readings are much longer this month because I wanted to offer this up to each and every one of you as a little gift from me to you, thanking you all for your subscriptions and your support throughout the years. I do appreciate it. Okay, so for some of you, you're changing your hairstyle. I don't know why, because sometimes I don't, usually I don't play with my hair on camera. So I must say that some of you are changing your hair style, not so much the color. Some of you are doing the coloring, but it is something that you're looking at, maybe a whole new you, right? Nice. Okay, so now let's get into the reading. I've selected for the year 2020 one song that is going to depict for each sign a general song. The song that I've chosen for the year 2020 for all signs is Imagine by John Lennon. I printed out some of the lyrics because I don't know them by heart. Many of you may know this song. If you don't, then let me just read some of these lyrics. Okay? Okay. It's for the year 2020. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. And no religion, too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say that I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will live as one. So John Lennon being very profound and very so much more advanced of his time, which many are and are recognized for it. And one of those profound souls that came to this earth in the 60s was John Lennon. Okay. All right. Or the song came out I think in the 60s. I don't know. Okay, so we're going to get started with this reading is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I will put the camera down now so that I can show you the shuffle going on. This reading, this part is going to be for the month of January, and then the last couple cards that I'm going to pull, the oracle, two different decks oracles of my favorites, will be for the year for Aquarians, okay? But let's start with January 2020 for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Aquarians, the beautiful Aquarians. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. We're now getting a clear vision of what it is we want, what it is and who we are, seeing ourselves, right? With a clear vision, with clear intention, right? And drive. Okay, a couple more shuffles for the beautiful Aquarians. Of course, we are coming into Aquarian age. The age of Aquarius is upon us, so you guys are leading the way here, right? All right. Look at Aquarians. Love it. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January 2020. All right, this, oh my gosh, look how beautiful. Look at this. Rebirth. Rebirth. Very nurturing. If this is your mother, it could be your connection to your mother. A very, very much though depicting a getting to the pinnacle of a plateau of divine love and devotion that one can only feel when you have experienced great growth and understanding about your life and what you see yourself as. This could be the birth of a child. So if you were pregnant and you gave birth in January, congratulations, or you may be giving birth in January, right? The birth could just be a rebirth of the self, right? Where you're feeling like a child again, right? You're healing, you're growing, you've been through a lot. I mean, this is the pinnacle. You are at the pinnacle of what the Aquarius represents right here. And that's all about the quality of life and the nurturing effects that you have with and through divine love and devotion, right? The mother of devotion, being devoted to the self, being devoted to children, working with children, perhaps even. This is interesting. I've never seen it before and just pulled this card a couple times, but the Empress is actually, her body is literally part of the tree of life. You don't see the entire body of the Empress. You only see the growth on the bottom of the seeds that have been planted and the rebirth of. So the Empress is actually part of the tree of life, obviously, with the knowledge that you've gained, becoming the tree of life, right? So the seeds have been planted and now everything is growing and you're starting out like fresh, whatever that means to you. It could be, let's see what else that means, right? For Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It could be just your, oh, well, hello, right? So your inner self, your rebirth is all about your self-esteem and the growth that is within you. This is honoring yourself, right? This is within you, right? Some of you are receiving money. Some of you are really, truly, abundantly feeling the unconditional love that you have for a child from either your children or you are the mother giving that love within to your children, and or vice versa, you're doing that as a child with your mom or whoever raised you. All right, so whatever seeds you have planted are going to flourish right under this gateway, right? But the true happiness that lies within you right? Self-esteem, very nice for January. This is your month, right? Your month. You are going to be feeling abundantly happy, very secure, very nurturing to others, and sharing your knowledge also. There's no more like, what do I do? Where do I go? I don't know what to do. You're actually allowing the universe to show you what you need to do. You're not taking hold of anything. Why? Because you're the Empress, right, Aquarius? When you become the Empress, masculine or feminine does not gender specific here, but more feminine, mother, right, is about not needing to know. Not needing to know because you've been through a lot. You've been through all of the growth and the nurturing that Aquarians come with. You know, it's like hand in hand, right? Giving and receiving love. So you don't need to know. You don't need to make a decision right now about where you're headed, because you realize that once you let go, right? You let go, things just happen, right? You've been through it all. When you become the Empress, you're the pinnacle of what? Of success, of successfully not coming to the point where you are successful and not worrying about like how you're going to get by financially, what money you're going to need to do whatever it is that you're planning, or you're planting seeds. You planted seeds like before, and now you're seeing that growth and abundance coming to you, but it did come with a sacrifice, right? It wasn't easy. Well, nothing that is worth having and worth feeling. This is emotions. This is also your lessons, but you've learned not to take hold of the reins, allowing nature to do and show you the way. But it's taken you a while to get to this point of realization. The inner is very abundant. So it's not just having the pentacles. It's not just the money. It's about inner happiness, inner growth, inner giving and receiving of divine love. That's what a mother does, nurturing the child, right? It's a whole different landscape, I hear. The landscape has changed, right? You're no longer envisioning yourself as someone who needs to know all. You're releasing that. You're putting your hands up and saying, you know, I'm done, right? Sorry about the glare here. It's from the sun. Okay, which is a great thing. Okay, so look at this. We have the King of Wands, which is what? The ambition, the drive, the motivation, which leads you to the success of yourself. You're ambitious, your confidence, right? It doesn't happen overnight, Aquarius. It happens after being brave, right? And getting through a lot of hardship and releasing all the control, right? Do you get to a point where you're like, oh, well, look at me now, right? I'm abundantly prosperous because my heart is open to this love that one feels only when you get to a pinnacle of the Empress, right? And the King of Wands. So if you're masculine, you could have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your chart as an Aquarian. Or even if you're feminine, with Aries, Leo, you're being the Aquarius sun with maybe a moon, Aries, Leo, Sag. Whatever it applies to you, it's good to know your natal chart. But it came with a price. It's this. What was the price? Letting go. Letting go of needing to know. Letting go of the feeling of not having enough, not being enough. And here you are, totally within your own power and self of who you represent. Giving and receiving love, right? So you had to allow in order to receive. And that came with that lesson. You know, that's just a couple of lessons that you've learned, that you've gotten now to a point where you're very confident. Success is coming in, right? Being more social, maybe going out more, not being so, why am I hearing strung out? This card makes me feel like you've gotten to a strung out type of place where you never thought you would get out of, you know? But the minute that you let go, right, is when everything happens. And that's what you've done, because then you've gotten to this King of Wands, who depicts this huge bravery and confidence and success, like no other, right? The graduating. How did you graduate? Well, you released control. And now look, two hearts that beat as one. This could be someone who you're very interested in. Or you already could be paired up with a King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So you have a lot of fire going on here because why? Aquarians need that fire to get going because you're an air sign. So here you are with the air outside in Mother Earth. You are Mother Earth. We are, right? So you're needing this energy to balance you out, and or this could be a significant person that you love that balances you out and says, don't worry, everything is going to be all right, right? So that's what you've gone through. You've gone through that so that you released, so that a new pathway is now just as if by magic. Look, you release control, and the minute you release, well, not the minute, but you know what I'm saying, right as you released control, this path of opening to the heavens, two hearts that beat as one, just came forth, right, in your life. And after a time of struggle. Because why? Aquarians like to hold on to the control. They like to keep hold of the wheel. It gives them a semblance of control, but not in a bad way. I mean, that's an attribute in many ways. The way that you are so driven by what it is you believe and where you want to go and how you want to look and represent, right? How you want to represent and show up in the world, right? Well, you've grown to understand that by releasing your control of how things are going to look and feel, you have this beautiful love going on of not only yourself, but it could be of someone who's significant in your world, right? Depends on what your story is here. All right, so here's the child. Look, some of you did give birth to a beautiful child, being a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or you have the remnants of the beginning of a new venture. Or are you going back to school? Are you learning a new trade? Depends on what you want to do with your life here. You're feeling confident. You've got some money here. You've got some financial stability, and you do have the nurturing and growth that is needed. So you may take up a new trade so that you can get back into, a new pathway, something that you're going to love doing, right? And maybe you're partnering up with someone to do so with. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, you're starting from scratch, maybe learning something new. Or it's your child. Could be your child, but it's also, you don't know what the future is going to hold, right? This is you. Allowing yourself not to be driven by any one scenario outcome, if you will. The outcome is already written. It's right here. The outcome is right here. It's written in your heart, not in your head. Right? So following your heart, being one with your heart, having the love that a mother has with a child comes from the heart, not the head, right? So allow that to just grow into something spectacular. Okay, that could be you're thinking about you're wanting to go with your own like intuitive sense of self and knowing and devotion to a child instead of making this child be someone that they're not, that you want them to be. It's part of parenting, you know. Parenting is when you have a child, you allow that child to grow on their own, not with, you know, you guide the child, right? So maybe this is a depiction of you went through a lot to have this child, could have been through IVF, right? Using some of your finances to go through IVF. You now have this beautiful baby who you need to mold, but the molding isn't about what your belief systems are, right? As much as allowing the universe to guide this child to grow as it needs to grow on its own. This could be a father depicting a father, the King of Wands. Like I said, Aries, Leo, Sag. But it makes no difference. If it is a child, then you are instilling the ground rules. You're setting the ground rules, but not based upon your beliefs, based upon your experience in life through your heart center. Your devotion to a child comes from the heart, not from the head. The head just follows. Okay? If it's not a physical birth of a child, you could be the one that is healing your childhood self. And now that you're healing, you'll be able to move forward in the direction that you know, that you're going in. Like I said, a trade school, maybe you're changing it up. Maybe you want to make more money, right, in January, and you're not sure. So the universe is saying, now that you're letting go, you've been through a lot, right? You've been through a lot. So now you're letting go. Maybe go back to school and get some kind of a trade school, or you know, starting from scratch, right, in something. And maybe you just don't know what it is yet, but you'll find out. So the heart knows what the heart wants. Something from your childhood, for sure. Something has given you a blockage whereby your heart is still trying to heal from a childhood wound. You need to clear that wound up. All right, you don't know, maybe you don't know, and maybe you're going to be feeling it, but you may not know what this is. But looking back on your childhood, this is going to be important for you to clear your heart center. You see the mother here who has depicted holding her heart and is very steadfast, you know, the poker face, right? This is a mother who has a poker face because she has been hurt. And she is like the suffering in silence, right? For whatever reason. This could be going back to a place in time where it was your childhood, or it's a child that maybe of the vision that you wanted for your child is not the same vision that is being shown here. Maybe a child is choosing another way forward and something that they want for their lives, and you're like, okay, well, I guess I don't have a say in this, right? And it hurts your heart because you don't want to hurt anymore, but you could be upset about that. Child may be leaving for college. A child could be, there's so many ways that this could go. Okay, so let's continue. So the heartbreak could be from childhood, your childhood, or the heartbreak could be like, well, you know, the money's coming in slow, right? I'm trying. Maybe you are letting go, and in order to let go, now you've released the control. So it was like slow and steady, but finally coming into full fruition of money and abundance for your life, in your life, right? It could be you need money for college for a child, and you're not sure, you know, you're like within your heart center, you're like, how am I going to get all this together for my child to go to college, what have you. There could be many scenarios here, okay? But what's most important is not only the success that you bring to a home and a family dynamic, it's all about what you show as how you show up. And you're showing up as this is within, whoops, hold on. This is within and without. I say that because the true value of oneself is within. You see these pentacles, that happiness lies within your heart center. Why? Because the Empress is all about giving and receiving love to what? Themselves, their childhood, their child selves. So whatever is within you shows up on the external, right? Be it a new house, be it moving house, maybe it's breaking your heart, but you have to move, right? You don't want to make that decision, but you have to. Maybe you're doing it so that you can achieve the financial success and abundance coming here in January. It could be about a house, for sure. It could be about a child who's leaving home to go toward their success. And it's, it's breaking your heart because you know that that's the right way to go. You're releasing control about it, but it still hurts, right? Okay. So slow and steady, you're allowing whatever's happening to happen, and you have this going with the flow. There could be someone in your circle, this could be the King of Wands who maybe is feeling this more than you, whereby the child is leaving, or maybe it's hurting your feelings because what you don't see is, it could be a significant other who agrees with the child's decision as to where the child wants to go to college, or as to, this is the best decision for the household, to sell the house, to make the money so that we can grow into a new place. Maybe you have to have a new place because of a child. All right, but it could be many things. All right, but you've been through a lot, right? And right now the most important thing is, what do you value? Well, your inner happiness and contentment is what you value. What's inside matters most. So that's going to be revealed. Someone might just tell you, well, this is how I feel about the situation, right? And you didn't think. You thought this King of Wands might be like agreeing with the way you want to raise a child, or how a child should be raised, or how your experience as a child was valued or devalued, right? Depending on your situation. But now you could be also seeing both sides to the story, both sides of someone's feelings and ideologies of what balances their life. This is how you balance your life, right? You look at both sides of the coin. Typically, an Aquarians don't necessarily have, it's not like you don't look at both sides of the coin, but when you do, you still had to release like the part that was really within your control. How does that sound, right? So you had to release part of yourself in order to say, okay, this is a better way. Everyone's going to be happy. Moving house, selling a home, getting the money. It's all going to work out accordingly. But in the meantime, maybe it took a while for the house to sell. Maybe it took a while for you to come to the realization that you have to let go of the pain, right? And what you've been through a lot. You might have been in this house, 9 to 12 years. And now you have to move home, right? And your significant other, if that is the King of Wands, is saying, It's not for us to decide. You just got to let go so that you can receive this abundance, you know, and get a better home, right? The home, maybe you're getting a dream home. Maybe you're expanding because your family's expanding. Either way you slice it, you're getting money for a house, and it's the best way to go, even though it really breaks your heart. I really feel that the most with the addition of a child, or you're going to downsize and utilize that money to do something different, be it business, college, or whatever you have your heart set on. And this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, is helping you to get through this, right? Okay. That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling actually that once you start seeing this progression of the truth that lends itself to be, oh, I'm really going to be sad about leaving, but then you see the light of day. You know, it hurts, but the truth is that the light of day is all about being happy with what you have within and not without, right? So that's kind of like the truth of your situation, especially if you don't want to move home from a house, right? Okay. Aquarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what else we have here for the beautiful Aquarians. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of January 2020. You know that you're being guided. You're allowing, but it still hurts. I mean, we know that. We still know that it hurts inside, especially when you get used to something after so long. A home that you live in, a child coming in or leaving home. Those are all very, very difficult things to go through. It's not easy, right? But stay within your own power and wisdom. Masculine, feminine. Look, a mother, father. Mother, father, knowing exactly it only takes strength and divine love of giving and receiving to self and to others. And all that matters is that you are happy within your own self. And that's really all that matters, Aquarians. And you're figuring that out. It's not how big of a house. It's not how much money. It's about your happiness. And that lies within you. It starts with you. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, I knew that was going to come out. I could feel it. It had to come out because the power is within you. The knowledge that you have attained and achieved all these years has not been at a loss. It's being given to you for you to ground yourself again and stabilize your security. With 2020 being a number 4, it's all about your security. And seeing this reading, it is all about how you're grounding yourself, how you're securing your stability and rebuilding from within and then to outside. With all the knowledge that you've achieved, it's taken every ounce of strength for you to say, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to sell my home. I'm ready to move into a direction. I'm ready to lose control and just allow the universe to show me the way forward. Because the way forward is going to unleash wishes and dreams and desires that you could not even imagine. Your higher self comes here twice to tell you that you're being guided by the universe to let go of the reins and let God. This is your higher self, the sage, the wise one, right? A father figure could be coming in your dreams to show you the way forward, right? Okay. A significant other in your life, be it this King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your life. But if it's not an Aries, Leo, Sag, it is someone who depicts success, confidence, bravery, wisdom, who is helping you to grow in your heart center, to allow you to see what is it that the Aquarians value the most. Be the value within that you're being shown the way forward, is that you value yourself again. And then everything falls into place. You've prayed. You've gone deep within the depths of your soul to pray for direction, to release the control, to say, okay, I'm going deep here. I'm releasing control, trying to let go of the reins here, to allow the universe right behind you to show you the way. And that's what you've done, Aquarius. You've done this. You've achieved this through your own wisdom, power, sense of self, your higher self, your mother and or father coming to you in a dream, sharing their vision for you. And this enables you to get your power back. This is all about you getting your power back and being empowered to now stand in your own right. Intuitively, you knew what was happening. You didn't really need to know what the actual direction of your life was going. But what you did know, let's just say, if this is about a selling of a home or starting a new business and not knowing and releasing the hold and the grip, that's when your intuition says, oh, I kind of knew this was going to happen. I kind of knew that I had to sell my home. I kind of knew that really the abundant happiness is all about within me. So I prayed. I've prayed not only for the wishes of true love, but I'm now vibrating at this 10 of Cups so that I could attract, if you're single, attracting someone in January that is like your wish come true here. Someone that you is not like your usual type, right? Someone who is going to bring out your nature, right? Someone who's going to bring out your natural, successful you. This person is bringing out the part of you that you lost somewhere along the way, Aquarius. Not saying all the time. I'm just saying somewhere along the lines of your life, you went down into the depths of your soul only to realize that you already knew what was going to happen, right? Because we all know what's going to happen, Aquarius. All the earth plane is for us to remember it. And that's what you're using your intuition for. It's about, you already know, right? You already know innately what's happening to vibrate on the same level of self-love, self-value, self-worth. The way to attract that is to release all the pain and anguish and remember what it is that makes you really happy in life. Right? It's within you. It's not external. And you're realizing that. Making the financial decisions to where am I going to go from here? What are the decisions that are being made? Well, allowing them to come in. It's a number 5. So allowing the changes to happen naturally. This is the natural order of business here because you've released control here. You released control, and that's when the universe steps in to say, this is the way forward. And you chose to do that, which was not your nature. You Aquarians, the reason why you need the control is because you know better. Because Aquarians, you are about, I know. That's your MO. I know. So you do know. You innately know what direction to go, how usually life is going to guide you. But this particular situation has thrown you for a loop, bringing you back down to a point, not down, excuse me, I digress, bringing you back to a point of what is it that really makes the Aquarian happy, and releasing the control and remembering that we are guided by universal force of whatever you believe, God, all right, is really how you get back the sense of who you really are and what it really matters in your life. It took, and it took a while for you to release that and to say, okay, I remember now. I remember what's going to make me happy. I remember that releasing, to the universe, right? Going back to when you were a child, going back to that time when you were a child, right? When you didn't have to make the decisions. You didn't need to make the decisions because you were not matured. You hadn't matured yet, but now you're mature. So you're releasing the need to know, right, to the universe. And that's how you matured. And you've grown into what? That knowledge that only the universe can drive your value of yourself. It has to come from within. The love that you seek, Aquarius, for those of you looking, is not anywhere except for within your own heart. Within your own cup resides this treasure. This is a treasure trove. Here it is. Your higher self came to you to say, come on, Aquarius. Don't think the changes that you're going to make are based upon deceiving yourself again. You're not having it because you've been through enough. Enough is enough. You let go of the reins. You're allowing whatever changes to be made happen by the grace of God, your heart center, knowing that's where it's taking you. So Aquarius, in 2019, I remember a lot of you were concerned with one of the lessons that you needed to learn was valuing yourself in order to release control. Congratulations. You have done this so eloquently. With obviously some hardship, but eloquently nonetheless, especially when you get to Empress mode. And it doesn't come in once, it comes in twice. Why? Because you learned. You learned that the value of what you truly love within comes to you externally from the universe, as if by magic. Because you're not basing a relationship on external abundance, it's internal abundance. And this is something that now has changed from when you were a kid, right? And when you were struggling as a child. If this is about you, if you're struggling to let go of a home, but you know innately that letting go of the reins, it's going to sell, you're going to get the money for it. And not only that, but you're also going to understand through this process that the value isn't about the home as much as it is about your own value. And then you attract someone who is exactly intended to be for you, someone that you have wished for comes right into your life to show you the way forward. This could also be a family, could also be the family member having a child being born, right? Two becoming one through a child, through the birth of a child, or it is you as the child. And finally realizing that the value is within you. And what did we say? You are rebuilding from the ground up, from within to without, right? You're showing the world how strong you are. Not saying the world, you're showing yourself. You are now the strength. You are now the power. Bringing it back down to a grounding yourself. This really grounded you. This experience has grounded you. For some, it is about a house that you have to sell. And you know that you have to sell it because that's what the universe is showing you the way forward. But understanding that in this humble time, it is allowing you to understand that the foundation that you're setting the tone for is within you. And seeing that foundation be completely like it's like unfolding from within, and it's just like blossomed, right? You've matured because now you are your worth. It's not what external to you. This is you. Beautiful. Let's get an Ascended Master card and or Archangel for this beautiful reading. I love it. Deep, deep meaning, but so on point to the quality of life and what really has significance in your life, Aquarius. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's get one Ascended Master and or Archangel card. One more shuffle. Okay, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for January. Here it is. Call to action. So the universe is this is an intervention from the universe. Commander Ashtar is saying, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Well, that's exactly what you're doing. What you're doing, Aquarius, is you're showing everyone through your experience that the action that you're taking for you to build this firm foundation in your life and to value and the value that you place upon your life is within, not without. After that, people are going to take notice and going to say, well, what happened here? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The Aquarian is happier than a lark. I don't know why I said that. Happier than a lark because they're back. They're back to understanding. They got lost a little in the shuffle. Some of you Aquarians kind of got lost in the shuffle of what you needed to do in order to gain your freedom again, and success was about releasing control. And so the intervention happened from, mom and dad on the other side, mom and dad in this, here. But you are walking your talk now, and people are taking notice. Because why? Aquarians, you guys are, I know. You know what action and what inaction needs to happen because you are leading the way right now, right? It's the age of Aquarius. All right, let's get some romance going on for the beautiful Aquarians. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I did not clear the slate here for everyone, so I feel that I'm clearing it so that now you're clearing your slate. You're going with the flow. You're just letting go and letting the universe show you the way. It took it took you just a minute to let go of control and to let the universe show you the way. And now you're taking charge by leading through walking your talk. And people are going to take notice. Okay, love. Love for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Looks to me like we have some very beautiful, soulful, soul counterpart love here. Not once, but twice. Right? And it could be that King of Wands like we saw earlier. Okay? If it is, it's an Aries, Leo, Sag. Giving you the action. That could be the action that you're getting, right? From your inner self, the depths of your inner self. Okay. If you haven't met them, here they come. Very soon, Aquarians, very soon. A true romantic, reciprocated love, clearly. Very balanced. Look, I mean, we're not kidding here. Very balanced. And this is like huge, affectionate love, right? This isn't the lustful. I'm not saying it's not passionate, but there's a difference. Let go of control. Well, there you go. You have let go and let God, or whatever it is, the universe, show you the way. Some of you, that's all it's about. Valuing your inner self and not so much needing the externals, right? And you're going to show everyone else what it's about. We did say that's passion. There's a difference. Passion versus lust. This is passion. This is surrendering. Surrendering to one another. The mere reflection of two people on the same page. After you let go. And again, being the childlike within. Maybe that's what you're regaining. You're regaining that playfulness like a child. Like when you were kids. It could be someone from your childhood or a past life childhood. Whatever it is, you let go and you've released the need to know, the way to forward, everything that's based upon your foundation, everything you believe in, everything that you're rejoicing in comes from letting go. And that's when the magic happens. This depiction is an angel falling from grace to be with you, that has fallen or is coming in January. I don't know why, but I heard this is a gift from the universe. Well, I know I'm seeing it as this, your wish coming true, but I also feel like I feel that you have been very much guided here by a father figure on the other side. I really feel that. The depiction of a guru, a master guru, even it could even be mother and or father, right? If that applies to you, then it does. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. But you've definitely been praying, Aquarius, for some guidance. And finally, releasing the control gives you everything that you want. I mean, that's how it happens. Look at that. Romantic feelings. Are you kidding me? This is huge romance. Huge. Your feelings are definitely worth the value that you put on the love that you've so desired, right? This is someone who values your love. Once you let go of how it's supposed to look, feel, and be. And that's when it just all just culminates. This is definitely a huge happy birthday for you guys. Are you kidding? Wow, it's beautiful. All right, let's go now to the part that I am sharing. When I first started my readings One of my favorite decks was Rumi. So I am going to pull one Rumi card because these cards are oracles. They depict an oracle of basically the culmination of your reading, right? So let's just see what is going to happen. We only need one card of Rumi's. The oracle is long, so I'm going to read the poem depending on how long it is, as well as a little tidbits of the oracle itself, okay? So, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. If you are already paired up and you have children or a child, just know that you're on the right page, and the blessings that you have received were definitely, this was all part of your letting go of control and receiving that which innately is for you. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and that's it. Look at that. Number 33, you who show the way. Did we not say, Aquarians, take charge and lead by example? You are the way showers. Why? Because you know the way forward. You're going to walk your talk and people are watching. 33, master number. Let's go. You who show the way, my beautiful Aquarians, you're back in charge. Large and in charge for sure. The poem reads, the logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept drowning in the sea as their destiny. The logical mind finds consolation. In reaching a level of comfort in life, lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. So this oracle comes to you as a message of inspiration. You are helping those around you, and even many of whom you are unaware. And you're doing this because this is your path. This is your way. This is your gift. To live a life dedicated to the growth of consciousness, and through dedication, inspire others to receive the loving consciousness of the great beloved that can benefit so greatly that no matter what their situation and circumstances are, makes no difference, as this is a gift being given to you from the universe. If you feel that your situation in the midst feels impossible to resolve, let go of the release of control and be shown the way forward. Okay? So that is your Rumi card for the year. For the year. Okay? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. At the bottom of the deck, I couldn't help but see the Mother again. So many of you are healing and being guided. I mean, no doubt about it, Aquarius. You guys are being guided by a mother figure, by the Divine Mother and or the sage, the guru, your father. For sure. You have prayed and you have been getting information and downloads from your higher self and or a mother and or father or grandparents even on the other side. But this is for you. Beautiful, right? I mean, come on. The Blessed Mother. And look this is the Empress. I'm not kidding. You are being reborn again. Being reborn so that you can show the way forward about what you've experienced. Because everything that you've wished for is coming into play here. And people are going to say, wow, how did the Aquarius get everything they wanted? And you're going to explain it. You're going to show the way forward. All right. My second favorite cards, as I started as a reader, are the Journey of Love cards. So let's get one card for the beautiful Aquarians, Sun, Moon. Again, we have the beautiful glare of the sun depicting such great happiness and enlightenment for the beautiful Aquarians, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let me tell you, Aquarius, you guys have one heck of everything coming into your life. So don't dismay. okay? Just move forward with grace and be humble. And you will find your way through the universe showing you. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. One card, please. That it is. Distant Shores, number 18. So that's a number 9. The depiction of the 9 is here. Hold on. Here it is, right here. Okay? That is what you're leaving. You're leaving these turbulent waters. And where are you headed? You're headed toward the light. You can see the depiction of the card as knowing, conscious unity, knowing the truth, the clarity, having the vision now. You understand your sense of universal connectedness. Your crown chakra is open. Your heart is healed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Number 18, let me read this. I will read a portion. Let me read the poem first. I waited for dawn, not wanting to go, but knowing I soon would have to leave. I waited for the first light, listening, joining with you on each breath and each exhale. I watched as morning came and you gently stirred, knowing our love was not measured in time, not the minutes that quickly passed or the hours as departure approached. How I wanted to linger, how I wanted to tell you that this moment would last forever and whisper one more time, I love you. And then you held me and said it first, and goodbye no longer mattered. So there's some separation of you and a loved one, perhaps. Maybe you don't live in the same state, and someone lives in another state and or even country, because it's distant shores, right? It could be state or country. Your soul is yearning for more, this being depicting you, Aquarius. The divine is all, and there are no limits to what can be experienced by the soul. The soul is so hungry for divine reunion that it will seek out whatever is needed to get there, even if it means journeying to strange or exotic shores for expanded experience. That's what we were talking about, right? This oracle brings you the message that you will benefit greatly from travel right now. You may travel through the mind, reading journals of faraway places and times, or you may watch a film that transports you. So moving your body to a different place is another way that you release, right? And you bring fresh energy by unplugging for a short time from what you know to plug you into a different circuit, because we know we're all energy. This will allow you to rejuvenate, regenerate your sense of self. So when the opportunity to travel arises for you soon, if you haven't already, whether it be a jaunt far away or a day in a different place, my beautiful Aquarians, take it. Okay. Oh, I don't want to go. I'm dealing with left hand, right hand. Okay. Beautiful reading, Aquarius. I send you love and blessings. I just want to end this reading by letting you all know I am a biofeedback practitioner. If there is something ailing your body, I can help heal you. We can go through what I do is body, mind, and soul of merging, right? So if you're somewhere there's dis-ease in your body, then I can help you depict what emotionally you're feeling, right? Based upon where in the body you're hurting. And then I put you on my machine, my biofeedback machine, only to clear the energies, your chakras. I do sound healing. I can do acupuncture. I have the resources to do whatever it is to help you get through it, as well as on another level, I can also emotionally clear things that will help you to get through it. If you're worried, I can, I have, and it's all energy. It's remote healing. So this is the up and coming way of what medicine will look like. Okay? Natural healing. Why? Because we live in natural energy environment. Our energy is without needing it to be seen, just known that we are part of energy, and this is just the body that encapsulates our energy, right? And that is what we take with us, is only the spirit. The body disintegrates and goes back into Mother Earth, as it should, and rejuvenates and replenishes itself. So why am I telling you that? Well, because what you think manifests in your body, whatever that is. And then I can depict that through my machine, through your emotions as well. All right. That is something that's confidential. It's done remotely. If you need my services, I'm here for you. I'm also going to be expanding my channel, doing when I feel the time is right to go live. I really want to. I've been talking about it for the past year at least. And the only reason I have not done so is because I feel that I need to make sure the energy is going to properly setting the tone for that, okay? Because there's a lot of negativity and things of that nature that I want no part of. Wow, I didn't see that. Gosh. All right, one of my favorite sweaters too, being attacked by the moths. All right, so wow. All right, and then what I'd like to also say is I'm going to offer a 1 question text if you want, for a minimal fee. It's nothing. But if something happens and you need a quick answer, oh my gosh, help me. I can help you. Okay. My website is athena1muse.com. I do have a little tweaking to do in that on my website, but I am going to be offering and expanding my services as far as healing oils and crystals. So if there's something that you want to just put in your pocket and walk around, it helps. It really helps. It helps you on a level that you're looking for, right? Whether that be your, mental health, right? Serotonin, things of that nature. So there are crystals and oils for everyone to heal with. And everything's natural. I believe in holistic medicine. Okay? All right. Some of you may need to put some cedar in your closet like I need to. Okay. So aside from that, I want to wish you all a beautiful year. I send you love and blessings. I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support and continued support. Okay, take care. And if there's anything you need, I'm here.